Start with Divock Origi. What's the latest? Is he out for the season, and how damaging is the lengthy injury list potentially?
To be honest, I don't want to really answer on this question. I can, of course. It's injury. It's serious. How can I say? We try everything. That season is not over without taking any risk for the player. So that's how it is. I'm long enough in this business to know we are all different, all individuals. So we don't have to make any general. I don't know how to say. We don't have to say any general thing. We only have to work with him, and then we have to see what happens. It's the same with Emre Can and so on. So we are all individuals, and I had a long time ago an ACL, and I played after 4 months. So nobody could believe that it works, but I had never ever problems with it. So why we should say now the season is over when we still believe a little bit that there can be a few games for him. We have to see.
2 more assists for James Milner on Tuesday night, 11 so far this year. How important is his contribution been?
For him or for us? How important is this contribution?
Yeah.
Very. It's good. To be honest, I don't care who gives the assist, but I'm happy that. And Mill is obviously in a good moment. How a lot of players are in this moment, so that's good for us. And I don't remember all of them now, but I'm pretty sure when I have a look on our results in general, then each assist was very important for us, and so that's good. That's really good, but it shows only that we find each other more often than a few months ago. That means, meanwhile, we know where we have to be when some things happen in the game. That's how football should work, and but it's not over. So there are a lot of things to do and a lot of games to play, and so we need assists from all the players, a lot more than until now, and hopefully we can do it.
Do you pick the team tomorrow with one eye on the Villarreal game? We made a lot of changes.
No, I said no, never. We never did this. After the game tomorrow, we have something like 6 days. I think 6 days. So that's nearly a normal week. So we don't have to think about the Villarreal game. No, we shouldn't. But we have only to think about our own situation. Who is available after Everton again? Who should be available? Who can rest? How it is? But only because we know about the strength, especially the physical strength, not only physical but especially physical strength of Newcastle. And you need to be fit in this game. There's no doubt about it. Who saw the Man City game? Who usually see Man City playing, how dominant they are, what a football playing side they usually are. I couldn't see too much of it in this game, so because Newcastle was really aggressive, really hot and greedy in this game. So that's what we need to know about this game. They fight for the league, and we have to accept this fight and have to fight back.
And in terms of maybe the difference from the last time you faced Newcastle, what difference do you think that Rafa Benitez has made on the team that you will maybe face tomorrow?
It's really long ago. It was not the best day of us, and I'm not absolutely sure about the different lineups. But now, a few things changed in the last transfer period. Newcastle was pretty active, and so they have a strong side. They don't look, to be honest, like a relegation team. But that shows how strong this league is. That when you are in the wrong direction, and it's pretty difficult to change this direction. And so now you see, unbelievable, but one of these 3 teams, only one of the 3 teams, Norwich, Sunderland, and Newcastle, can stay in the league. That's unbelievable. But at the end, probably will be like this. And so, there's of course a difference, but it's not too important. I don't think really about the first game against Newcastle, not only because there's now a different manager, but we need to watch for preparation as analyze material. We need the last 2 games, and I think Swansea and Man City. So 4 points that says everything, and they are in a good moment. Yeah, but we want to keep the points here. That's why we play on Saturday, and so that's what we have to show.
And in terms of good moments, your recent results have obviously been fantastic, but what have you personally made of your team's performance itself?
Yeah, it's the last few games. To be honest, I don't think too much about the last game. We play it, I'm happy or not, and then I think about the next game. So the only thing I can say, most of the things were absolutely okay. So we created chances, we defended well, we strike back, we played football. That's how it is, but that's what we need. So for me, it's not too important what we did. It's more important what we do. What we will do, and the last game can be the basis for the next game. But I'm not too sure. The first half against Everton was very intensive on both sides. And that's what we can take for the Newcastle game. But we don't have to think about the second half. Nobody should wait for easy second half against Newcastle, because that will be pretty different. So all what we did until now is only the basis for what we have to do from now on, and that's what we have to do. We are not happy all the time and think, think about we could have won at Southampton, or think about what happened if we take all the points against Sunderland at home, would be 5 more or something, and then where would we be with these? So that's not how it is. We have to. We played our games in different situations. Now it's again a different situation. It's after a game, before a game, with injuries and things like this. So always to be perfectly prepared on a specific moment. That's our job, and not living in dreamland in a good moment and 4 wins in a row. What does it mean? Nothing for the next game. It's only a number and not more.
Jurgen, do you know much about come up against Rafa Benitez a lot? He's got a huge connection here. Obviously, the Istanbul moment that you spoke about last week as well.
I know him. I like Rafa. We met each other a few times at a UEFA meeting. He's a very successful manager, nice person, and I really like him. And hopefully, okay, how can I say? From my point of view, if somebody want to celebrate Rafa Benitez in memories of the Istanbul game or whatever, one of the most successful managers ever at Liverpool, very welcome. Really very welcome. I don't care about it. That's really, if they want, do. Be louder than you have ever been, so that's absolutely okay. That's how I would say hello to a good old friend. So if you want to do this, especially after, meanwhile, longer time that he wasn't here, he still lives around. I think family is here, so nobody have to ignore this wonderful moment only because I'm here now. Everything is okay from my side, so do how you feel, and if it's very good, show it.
James, as you say.
2 games now where you've ended the first half with 2 late goals at Bournemouth and Everton. Is that pleasing you, how you're finishing off halves so well?
Yeah, if we could keep this until the end of the season, it would be great. But I think it's not coincidence. But especially in the Everton game, we had the bigger chances before. So Adam and Roberto, especially, the bigger chances than we at the end than our real goals. So you cannot play minus average. And hope that you score late goals in the first half. That can happen, of course, but that's not logical then. And so in both games we played pretty well, and that's why you prepare situations like this. If you stay in the race, then you can still score goals. And to be honest, especially in the Everton game, I saw the greed in their eyes that they actually believe that they can score another goal before half time, because you can play, I don't know, the time or the watch down, then and say, okay, in a minute it's a whistle and we have a little break. But I didn't see this in 1 second. That's pretty smart. That's pretty smart, and to do like this. And so we scored this second goal. What was very important for this game. And I'm happy about this experience, that we could get it, and that's good, and hopefully helps us in the future.
Jurgen, I wonder, while Divock recovers from his injury, I wonder how much of an opportunity it's for someone like Christian Benteke to maybe place a stake in the games to come.
Yeah, of course it's good, and the good news is that Christian feels good, but he didn't train with the team until now. He wants to, but that's always the same. I understand your point of view, that you say, okay, he's back, so let him play, but it doesn't work like this. Even when the player wants, of course, if we have to, then we have to. But in this moment, hopefully we can give him a few more days. I don't know, I didn't make the lineup until now for tomorrow, and then I didn't make the squad for tomorrow. But hopefully we can give him a few more sessions, that he's then still, after this game, there are still hopefully 7 to go, and it's enough time. But it would be great if he would be ready then. That's sometimes is one door closes and another is opening, so that's quite good. And but how is that? Until now, no team training, and that's for sure what he needs before he should play, especially before he should start.
Daniel Sturridge scored his 50th goal for the club in 87 games, which is faster than the likes of Suarez and Owen and Fowler. Obviously, there's never been any question of his quality, but is it fair to just judge strikers on the goals they score in the games, in the amount of games they play, or do you have to judge them in the contribution they make all round?
It depends. I don't know. Is there a real answer for this question? I don't know. I think most of the time, this side of the table do like this. You're not interested in performance. If somebody scored 4 goals, would you think? But between these 4 goals, he didn't play too well. I don't think that somebody wrote this ever in his life. So, of course, first job of a striker is to score goals. That's clear. But you cannot score in each game 4 goals or 1 or 2. That happens. Even Gerd Müller, the most famous and best German striker we ever had, he scored something around 600, but there were a few games where he didn't score. And to stay in a game then, it helps the team pretty much. And so, meanwhile, football is a little bit different than in these times. And so, of course, you have to work, you have to do, but it's not about defending like I don't know what. It's about a smart behavior in the right position, and closing gaps. That's easy. It's not too difficult, and that's of course the game. 95 minutes or something. The last game was 4 minutes first half, 7 minutes, 111 minutes. So you need to be in the game for this, to help the team all the time, and that's how strikers are. But of course, Daniel scored in the last few games always goals, and he had wonderful more moments. So where he was a real threat for the other team. Bournemouth was both bar things were really outstanding, and so that's he's able to create his own moments. He doesn't always need an assist. So that's good, but. How I said, how with our performance, it's good to have these points, but we have to think about tomorrow and who will start, who will play, who will come in, all these things. And of course we need striker who score goals, but hopefully we can do it from different positions.
It just seems with Daniel, it's so black and white. The opinion seems so black and white with Daniel. It's almost like if he doesn't score, he's not putting a performance. It seems very specific to him.
I can't say anything about these opinions. When Daniel was fit, I was always happy with performances, right? Because it's always in relation to the time he was in training. I think so. You have to think about this. I don't think that somebody who trains 2 weeks should play the best football of his life. So that's so I can always think, okay, for this it was okay, and then I'm satisfied. So that's how it is, and because of this, everything is okay. I'm not interested, to be honest, in public opinions. Sorry.
Final question here, this from Stanley from BBC Wales.
Colo Toure managed to predict Mamadou Sakho's score during the week, but he seems unable to predict his own future at Liverpool. Is he part of your plans, future plans?
Yeah, Colo is part of my future plans. It depends to what future is for you, to be honest. So, but first of all, I understand, correct, that's interesting, maybe the answer, but I can't give here because I didn't speak until now with Colo about the plans. But how I heard, a big part of Colo's future is at Liverpool. So, I would say everything is okay. And when I came here, Colo had a few problems injury-wise. Meanwhile, it looks completely different. That's good. Very, very important player for us, even when he doesn't play. One of the most impressive person I ever met. That's cool. But it's not the right moment, and especially not the right surrounding to speak about the future of Colo.